Good evening. Thank you so much for coming out to Capitol Hill Housing's 9th annual Gearshift community event. Again, my name is Hansen. I'm the executive director of the Capitol Hill Capitol Hill Chamber of Commerce. And we work with hundreds of businesses and community organizations throughout the neighborhood and host community events like Clean Sweep and Halloween to really bring the community together with an economic development lens. In case you're tweeting or tagging, our information is on the screen, so please use it. Talking about our Capitol Hill business improvement area effort this year to pass this critical funding mechanism. Our neighborhood is exploding. Over the last 5 years, the city has issued 300 demolition permits, over half to multifamily and single-family homes. In their place has sprung up buildings with new businesses bringing new faces and businesses to our neighborhood. Fortunately, and along with those new businesses and new houses, we also have new transit to accommodate the additional 3,000 folks who are going to be moving into our neighborhood, carrying 12,000 boardings as of today between the streetcar and light rail. So we know those numbers are going to grow. We know the buildings are going to keep coming, and that's why we need to also look at balancing how our economic district survives. We have new businesses alongside old icons such as Wild Roses and Dick's now operate alongside Conan Steiner and Big Mario's. A recent audit of Broadway found a 20% turnover in a 2 to 3 year period. So how do we keep our diversity of businesses while balancing growth? It takes planning. Capitol Hill 2020 was created by hundreds of stakeholders coming together, creating an economic vision that balances growth and preserves our vibrancy over a year-long period. And Capitol Hill 2020 has 4 core values that underlie every single effort outlined. They are convening our neighborhood, creating equity so all voices are heard, recognizing that community should be driving these efforts, and lastly, that prosperity has to weave through everything we do. So, it also defines bold moves. Organizations need to evolve to meet new demands. Clean and safe cannot mean sanitize and gentrify. We must address the growth that isn't going to stop anytime soon, and our businesses need to continue to be some of the coolest that we can find anywhere in Seattle. So with that, we've launched strategic initiatives. We're working with a number of public and private organizations to implement them that will keep us safe and diverse by identifying problems and working towards solutions. But funding is the key moving forward, and this is where a BIA comes in. So why Capitol Hill BIA? If you want something done right, do it yourself. A BIA is community funded and community driven. The city doesn't have the resources or the on-the-ground knowledge to fix the problems that we see every day. Fortunately, a BIA can. Now, there will be a map that shows you how our neighborhood has grown. For 20 years, we had 2 sleepy neighborhoods. We had 15th, we had Broadway. They were the heart of our neighborhood. It's grown to 6 commercial areas: 19th Avenue East, 15th Avenue East, 12th, Denny Olive, Pike Pine, Broadway, a tremendous amount of growth, and a new BIA will capture the growth and economic vibrancy in these areas. One of our key programs is going to be a clean program. See, Capitol Hill will never be suburbia, but sometimes it feels like we are swimming in a sea of litter, biohazard, graffiti, and sharps. A BIA will provide regular cleaning services to address this issue, which is especially needed during the daytime and for our daytime retailers. Public safety is also important. A quarter of our funding will help us move away from 911 and no trespass signs to implementing a holistic program that will partner with social service folks to help those experiencing homelessness, mental health, and addiction challenges. Thirdly, a business development. Business is key to our neighborhood, but the only way we can do it is if we focus dollars to growing and sustaining our core businesses. Seasonal and year-round efforts like retail recruitment, temporary activation, and holiday events can bring feet, eyes, and dollars to our neighborhood that often remain in our neighborhood. Urban design, placemaking, and advocacy are another core component of the BIA. We can invest in our public spaces. We can do pop-up pillow fights, Halloween, and occasional lesbian weddings where people are dancing in fountains. You may recognize one of those faces. And we can also invest in Placemaking, these are the public investments that we need in physical space. So in closing, Capitol Hill and Seattle is full of creative problem solvers. We have decades of leadership that have worked on these issues, and we need to continue to invest in our community financially and through just our own efforts to continue to challenge and grow. So I encourage you to join us on June 5th for our annual Clean Sweep event. There's flyers and information at the table, and thank you very much for your attention. All right.